Hi, Dr. Fishman.
Hi there, how are you?
Good. Can we come into your office
Please
hours?
come for office hours.
You're originally from Minnesota. What brought you to Boston?
I grew up in Minnesota and I went to school in Chicago and I kept on moving eastward, and short of being at Cape Cod Community College, this looked like a good place to be. It was a job. Boston College has been my home now for over 50 years.
What classes do you currently teach at BC and what department are you in?
Okay. I'm in the Department of Communication and I teach 3 or 4 different classes. I teach the Intro to Media Studies, which is a survey of mass media. I teach crisis communication, which is one of my areas of expertise. I teach media law, and media law will deal with what kinds of computer developments we're having, what kind of legal developments to govern mass communication. We're currently trying to look at AI and what kinds of regulations for social media. And next semester, I'll be teaching public speaking too.
What has kept you at Boston College for so long?
Well, I actually like the fact that when you're at Boston College, the students you have in the classroom are going to be leaders of society. So the kids I have now who are going to graduate in 2027, 2028, and they'll be making decisions in the 2040s for the society. And it always motivates me that what they're learning in the classroom that they can apply later. Some of my students currently are in positions of power and leadership in society. I think the fact that BC is a good school, and I like the Jesuit motto. The Jesuit motto is based upon 3 anchor points: men and women for others, education for the whole person, and seeing God. Seems to me a good foundation for an education.
Is it true that you taught Doug Flutie, and what was he like as a student?
I had Doug Flutie, Matt Ryan, who's now general manager of Atlanta, and Luke Kuechly, if you know Luke Kuechly and that. So I had those 3, but Doug was a good student. Luke was a marvelous student, and Matt too. So all 3 of them took advantage of the opportunities that BC offered.
You have a famous briefcase that you carry on campus. Do you have it with you? And what do you usually carry in there?
Okay, well, this is like a woman's purse. I usually have my computer in there, and you can't go any place these days without a computer. Inside, I have my remote pointer. I have a backup disk in case everything on the computer doesn't want to work. I can plug this into somebody else's, and I can have a disk. I have a variety of adapters for various things. What else do I have? And I also have some assignments. Today, we dealt with the First Amendment in Intro to Media Studies. I have a take-home test for Intro to Media Studies. And I have a course evaluation.
You have some pretty distinguished awards. Can you tell us a little bit more about them?
Oh, I'd be glad to. The top award here is for an article I wrote on freedom of expression. It was dealing with the First Amendment as it emerges during World War I. And this is from the National Communication Association, which has about 10,000 members in it, so it's pretty good. Second award here is a BC award, and it's the Phi Beta Kappa Outstanding Teacher Award. And they choose one teacher each year who exemplifies excellence in teaching in the classroom and that. And the third is a parliamentarian award. I actually work as a parliamentarian, and I teach parliamentary procedure to people. On the other wall here, I gave a presentation as one of the college's Slippery Rock, and I was the featured speaker with Jonathan Turley. This is the newest award, and I was named the Distinguished Teaching Fellow by the Eastern Communication Association in April of 2016. So I have this, and this is an award from the Management Honors, the CSOM Honors Program, which I taught in for 25 years or so as the outstanding teacher in the CSOM Honors Program. So those are my awards. My best award, though, is my daughter, who's a BC. So I'm not only a BC professor, I'm a BC parent. And being a parent, you get to see the ups and downs and the difficulties people face. Nobody's life comes gift wrapped, And anybody who's a student has to be resilient. And we hope that we teach that at BC.
What inspired you to teach, and why did you choose communications?
I was a college debater, and I was on the debate circuit, and I really liked it, and I thought I'd get a graduate degree, and I'd also be a debate coach. And while at Northwestern, I was able to coach a national championship team, and I liked it. I think because I was at Northwestern, probably the fact that I went to that school was what helped me get the job here.
Anything you've taken away from your students in your time as a professor?
I think each semester I learn something new. I think you have to listen to what students are doing in order to relate to where they are. And so even this semester, I think I thanked everybody because as I listened to their stories of how they're using social media and what they're using, it just inspires me for what I need to do.